helping children get familiar with reading from an early age, a journey to ignite knowledge and foster loving bonds. Hello parents. Today we're going to talk about a topic that I believe every one of us truly cares about: how to help our children develop a love for reading. Reading doesn't just open up a vast world of knowledge, it's also a wonderful way to nourish the soul, spark imagination, and build a solid foundation for our children's future. Before we dive into specific tips, let's go over the main points we'll be covering in today's discussion. First, it's crucial for parents to set an example and introduce books to children early on, even when they're still infants. Next, we'll explore effective ways to read with toddlers, turning each page into an exciting adventure. And finally, we'll share practical tips to encourage and sustain your child's reading habit, as well as how to support them when they encounter difficulties along the way. It's also important for parents to choose books based on their child's interests. Allow them to reread favorite stories, and ensure daily exposure to reading. If you have any concerns about your child's reading abilities, don't hesitate to consult with a professional. Now, let's begin this wonderful journey together, sowing the seeds of a love for books from infancy. Many parents might wonder, is it too early to talk about reading when their baby can't even speak or walk yet? The answer is, it's never too early to nurture a love for books. These early moments are actually golden opportunities to make books a natural and loving part of your child's world. Parents as role models, lighting the way. Dear parents, if we want our children to become avid readers, the first and most important step is for us to love reading ourselves. Children learn rapidly by observing and imitating. When they see us immersed in a good book, that image becomes ingrained in their minds, that reading is enjoyable and valuable. If it's been a while since you last picked up a book, now is the perfect time to revisit that habit. Create family reading moments, not just by reading to your child, but also by reading for yourself. Reading to infants. Unexpected benefits. Many people think reading should start only when children can walk and talk. But in reality, even newborns gain so many benefits from hearing their parents' voices as they read. It's not just about stories, it's about the familiar sound of your voice, the rhythm of language, and emotional bonding. Studies have shown that the number of words a baby hears directly impacts their future language and literacy development. What matters most is that the language is lively, direct, and aimed at the child. That's why TV or audiobooks can't replace the precious experience of parents reading aloud. How to read with infants. Engaging all the senses. So, how should we start reading to our babies? Begin by reading out loud every day. You can read anything you enjoy, a cookbook, a novel you're in the middle of, or even parenting articles. The content is less important than the warmth of your voice and the rhythm of your words. Of course, starting with children's books that have simple images and bright colors is even better. Let your baby engage with books through all their senses. Reading becomes a multi-sensory experience. The softness of turning a page, the unique smell of new books, colorful illustrations, and, most importantly, your loving voice. Interact with your child while reading. Look into their eyes. Smile. Even if they don't seem to be paying attention, they're quietly absorbing it all. Good habits formed now will stay with them for life. And don't forget to encourage your baby to talk. They might coo or babble in response to your voice. That's why books for this age often include onomatopoeia, rhythmic words, or animal sounds, which are easier to imitate. If your baby makes a sound, respond joyfully. These conversations may seem silly, but they're the first steps toward learning to read. Exploring the world with your toddler through books. As our little ones begin to take their first steps, the world around them suddenly becomes vast and full of new things to discover. Books are among the best companions at this stage, opening countless doors to knowledge and emotions. The power of reading with toddlers. Reading plays a vital role in a toddler's holistic development, intellectually, socially, and emotionally. As parents turn the pages with their child, the child learns new vocabulary, sentence structures, numbers, math concepts, colors, shapes, animal names, opposites, and valuable life lessons. More importantly, through your familiar voice and the physical closeness of snuggling in your arms, your child builds a warm, loving bond with books. Golden tips for reading with your little explorer. To make reading time both joyful and meaningful, here are some simple things to keep in mind. Reading can happen anytime. Reading before bedtime is a great habit that helps your child relax and sleep well. Choose books with gentle stories and happy endings. And create a cozy, calm atmosphere. But don't limit reading to nighttime. During the day, reading can also help an active child calm down and refocus. Share your reading preferences. Parents often have their own taste in books. Now's the time to rediscover the magic of children's literature. Choose books you genuinely enjoy. And look for new titles to explore together. Don't hesitate to tweak a story if you feel a detail doesn't suit your child's age or values. Respect your child's interests. Children often surprise us with their unique tastes. Maybe your child isn't drawn to the artistic black and white illustrations you love, but adores sparkly fairies or talking trucks. Encourage your child to express their feelings about books and help them find similar titles. The parent-child connection is what matters most. Only when both of you feel happy and comfortable will reading become truly effective. If your child doesn't enjoy your goblin voice, don't force it. Let them turn the pages. This not only gives them control over the reading pace but also supports fine motor skill development. Don't worry if your child interrupts. You don't have to read every word. If your child comments or asks questions, that's a sign they're actively engaged. If their attention drifts, ask them what they see in the pictures. Point to characters and objects, and encourage them to retell the story in their own way. Expand your child's world. Sometimes kids get stuck on one book that parents find repetitive. Don't refuse to reread their favorite, but gently guide them toward new books and topics. Introduce geology, art history, or daily life in other cultures. All of these can be exciting and accessible through well-written children's books. At certain ages, kids may prefer stories with characters of the same gender, but toddlers are often open to a wide range of stories. Use this time to introduce them to a diverse and balanced character menu. Choose diverse books. Children need to see themselves reflected in stories. Look for books with characters that resemble your child, but also let them explore books that represent different ethnicities, cultures, and family structures. This diversity helps them prepare for the real world and fosters empathy and respect for differences. Golden secrets to raising a happy little bookworm. How can we keep the spark of a child's love for reading alive, so that reading becomes a natural joy and a lifelong companion in their journey of growing up? This is where golden secrets come in, practical, heartfelt strategies that truly make a difference. Start with your child's interests, the key to opening their heart. Experts agree that the easiest way to nurture a love for reading is to begin with what your child is genuinely interested in. Maybe your child is obsessed with colorful comic books or loves funny stories. Don't dismiss these genres as being less valuable. A comic book can help a child understand story structure. Every tale has a beginning, middle, and end. They also build vocabulary and, most importantly, show that reading is fun. Once your child feels comfortable and begins to enjoy reading, you can gradually introduce books with richer content and deeper stories. Rereading. The magic of repetition. Many children love to read the same book over and over again, sometimes dozens or even hundreds of times. This may test your patience, but it's actually a wonderful habit. Repetition helps children remember the content, become familiar with language and sentence structure. Over time, they may even be able to read the book aloud from memory with impressive confidence. Each rereading allows them to discover new details and understand the story more deeply. These positive experiences serve as stepping stones toward new books. Reading aloud, the music of language. Whether your child can read or not, listening to a parent read aloud offers tremendous value. It builds vocabulary, introduces new ideas and concepts, and helps children connect spoken words with written ones. Reading together also sends an unspoken message. Books are a source of joy and entertainment. Even more, these shared reading moments are precious family times that nurture love and connection. Creating daily opportunities for reading and writing. Read anytime, anywhere. Make reading a natural part of everyday life. Write loving notes and tuck them into your child's lunchbox, under their pillow, or in their pocket. Encourage friends and family to send postcards, handwritten letters, emails, or text messages to your child. Use magnetic letters and words on the fridge to let your child create sentences or stories. Writing thank you notes after receiving a gift is also a meaningful writing exercise. Show your child that reading isn't limited to books. It's everywhere. Restaurant menus, movie titles, street signs, or game instructions, language games, learning through fun, during car rides, bus trips, train journeys, or simply while waiting. Play fun word games with your child. Try, I spy, e.g., I spy something that starts with the letter A, or pick a topic, like food or animals, and take turns naming things that start with a specific letter. Kids also enjoy reading aloud street signs and billboards. These games not only build language skills but also turn boring moments into joyful ones. E-books, a digital companion for modern times. In today's digital world, e-books can be a helpful tool, especially for kids who love electronic devices. Whether it's a printed book or an e-book, the key is to help your child connect the story with their own life when they show interest. Start conversations around what they've read. This encourages deeper thinking and builds a stronger passion for reading and learning. Libraries and bookstores, treasure troves waiting to be explored. To give your child a strong start in reading, take them regularly to libraries or bookstores. These places offer a wide variety of books for children to explore. Most libraries have special children's sections, organized by age and interest. Let your child freely explore the shelves and pick out books that spark their curiosity. This self-selection often inspires more excitement than reading books chosen by parents. Beyond books, libraries may also offer magazines, interactive activities like puzzles and games, and even audiobooks. For older children, the library becomes a rich resource for school projects and research. A cozy reading nook, a corner to nurture their passion. Create a cozy and inviting reading corner at home. It could be a soft beanbag chair, some comfy pillows, good lighting, and, of course, plenty of books. A private, comfortable space helps make reading a relaxing activity, a personal escape into the world of stories. Connecting books to real life. Lessons beyond the page. After finishing a book, spend time talking with your child about what they read. Ask which character they liked best, what detail stood out, or what they learned from the story. Help them link the story to their own experiences. For example, if the book was about friendship, talk about their friends at school. Connecting books to real life not only increases reading enjoyment but also develops critical thinking and empathy. Supporting your child through reading struggles. Not every child naturally enjoys reading. There will be times when your child seems uninterested or even says they hate reading. During such times, instead of worrying or forcing them, it's important for parents to stay patient, understand the reasons, and help them overcome these challenges. Understanding why your child hates reading. Every child learns and processes information differently. Some kids may naturally love books, while others may not. If your child falls into the latter group, don't worry too much. There are many possible reasons. They may think reading isn't important or useful. They may struggle with decoding words, phonics, or comprehension, which can lead to discouragement and self-doubt. They might find reading boring compared to video games or cartoons. Or, they just haven't found the right book that speaks to their interests and sparks their curiosity. Once you understand the reason behind your child's reluctance, you can find the right strategies to help make reading more appealing. Offering support and seeking help when needed. If your child feels discouraged while reading, take a step back and observe where they're struggling. Offer help by reading tough sections together, explaining new words, or simply offering encouragement. Don't hesitate to talk with your child's teacher to get a clearer picture of their reading progress and work together to support them effectively. If the challenges persist or you notice warning signs about their reading ability, it may be time to consult with educational or child psychology experts. They can help identify the root causes and offer appropriate interventions so your child can regain their confidence and enjoy reading again. Dear parents, the journey to nurturing a love for reading is a long one, requiring patience, understanding, and a whole lot of love. Remember, the goal is not to turn your child into a textbook bookworm, but to help them discover the joy and value that books bring. Each book opened, every story shared, enriches not only your child's mind but also deepens the loving bond within your family. Wishing you and your child many joyful, meaningful moments together in the world of books.